Well, hey everybody. Hopefully this live is coming across okay. It is pouring here and it's on and off. That's how Florida rolls. So it may get really loud on the video, but I'm going to try to get some points across before it comes back in that deluge. Will you, as a new paralegal, be taken seriously by the hiring attorney? That's the one you have to be concerned about. Not the office manager so much, but the hiring attorney, the attorneys that you will be working for in your legal department of a corporation, private law firm, the courthouse, maybe you'll work for a judge. And that's the one you want to impress primarily, okay? So you may visit with an office manager in an interview, and yes, you'll have to impress that person as well. But ultimately, it's the attorney who makes the decision about what he or she thought when you came in for the interview. But it starts before that. You know, people say to me all the time, I can't get an interview because they all want experience. That's not so. They want to know how you're going to serve them in that position, in that area of law. You see? So what I know to be true is assumptions are made by new paralegals that there will be training on site. There's very little training in the workplaces. Everybody has so much work to do. No one is designated as a bona fide teacher. There are people that are put under stress because the attorney's saying, you become a teacher now, to one of the paralegals. They didn't buy into that when they took that job. They didn't want to be a teacher. So you see, that creates a lot of consternation. That creates discontent with that paralegal or legal secretary, that all of a sudden they're a teacher. This is what goes on behind the scenes, okay? So what's the answer to this? You will be taken seriously if you put the effort in beforehand and you know how to communicate with the attorney beforehand, before you're called for an interview. By calling on the phone? No. That's the all-important cover letter. And yes, your resume is important too. But your cover letter is a real sales tool. And so you prepare ahead of time for that specific area of law. Are they going to be impressed if you have a specialty in real estate, for instance? Well, they won't be if they start asking you some questions and you can't answer them. So be aware that this isn't a black and white situation, like cut and dry, and it's all this way. It is not what you think. There'll be no training in most workplaces. It's like, well, how do we learn then? Well, you learn ahead of time. Whether you go through a 2-year program or a certificate program, or you don't do any of that, and you say, Leslie, I don't want to go into debt, I don't want to go to school, I just want to land a paralegal job, then that's totally doable. But you have to put in the effort beforehand, because if you assume that they're going to train you, you will be way off the mark. So let's get on the right mark. Let's be totally on the mark. And the effort has to be put into searching on Google. What do paralegals do in family law? What are their duties? Research the heck out of the area of law that not only you're interested in, but what kind of jobs are out there. You know, it's not just what your dream job is. You may have to wait to get that dream job, but you are going to work in a different area of law that gives you so much knowledge and experience that you can trade up into that area you want to be in. Yeah, be very careful about, oh, I must have it this way. Be flexible, okay? So what are you going to do now? You thought that you were being shut out because of a lack of experience. Not so. It's because of a lack of communication about what you know how to do. So I'm going to guarantee you that it would help you if you took my cover letter secrets class, which is actually step 3. Step 1 is the legal break-in book. Step 2 is the Paralegal Inner Circle class, my course, and then step 3 is cover letter secrets. I find people going backwards and sending out cover letters and resumes, and then they don't get called in. There are good, rock-solid reasons for that. So do the steps in order. Look at the book first. You can get the Kindle version right now and download it. Super cheap on Amazon. Legal Break-In. The Paralegal Inner Circle class is open. Join us in the Facebook group if you like, or don't. There's extra training in there. But scroll down through the feed here and you will find the Paralegal Inner Circle class, and you'll definitely see the Cover Letter Secrets class, okay? You will be taken seriously if you put the effort into it. Someone asked me this question on YouTube just about 12 hours ago. And that's a legitimate fear, right? But the more that you're able to take away any doubts they have, you'll succeed beyond your wildest imagination. When you do the cover letter the way I teach in my class, that cover letter and resume will rise to the top of the pile, and you'll be looked at as serious, okay, because of the way I teach how to do that cover letter. It's magnificent. Once I understood how to do it, my resume and cover letter rose to the top of the pile, and I never heard crickets again. I never sat there waiting for my cell phone to ring and wondering why no one was calling me, okay? I found out how I could grab the attention of that hiring attorney, okay? And that's what I teach you. But you need to know the practical side of being a paralegal and what is involved in that. Even if you're in a 2-year program or a certificate program, that's not taught, because it's what you're getting is taught by attorneys. And what I teach you, you're taught by a 31-year veteran paralegal. And it's the practical side and how to manage everything. Plus how to do the interview, how to dissect those job ads and apply for the right ones, not the ones you're not ready for yet, but you will be. You will be in a year or two. And then the world, we say this in the Northeast, the world is your oyster. Then, once you latch on to that first job and you just go after it, and you write down in your notebook everything you're learning. You know, I show this a lot. Write down all the skill sets you have, all the legal knowledge you have, okay? And once you're in that first job, oh my gosh, that's your ticket. So I hope this was helpful. I do say this a lot. You've got to prepare ahead of time, but I don't mean your degree or a certificate. Listen to what I'm saying. I want you to research on Google about the duties of paralegals, okay? So if you can join us in class now, please do so. It will benefit you greatly. Have a great day. I'll talk to you in the next video. Any questions, comments, please post them below for both my YouTube people and my Facebook Paralegal Coffee Talk people. I love to hear your feedback, and I love to hear questions from you. It helps other people too. So don't be shy and post away. Have a great day. Bye.